Other interesting political news, you have Ron DeSantis' Christmas message, as well as the top comments on X. Now, this is coming from Ron DeSantis' personal LinkedIn, one of those brain farts where I'm on LinkedIn so much for work. To me, that's a big social media site. But nevertheless, on X, Ron DeSantis' personal Twitter or X account, he said, quote, "Merry Christmas, everyone. Today, we celebrate the child who was born 2,000 years ago that changed the course of human history. God bless you and God bless America," unquote. And he is standing in front of, looks like, I forget what you call them, but a collage poster board. It looks like a chessboard, which perfect for all the political chess puns I make on the show. It is every other square being DeSantis for president, and the opposite color, in this case being orange, being Iowa for DeSantis, and it says RD24 with the outline of Iowa. It looks like it's only about 28 seconds long. Not to say that he failed off the bat, but as we all know, men always suit up. And for my Christmas show, I actually wore a red iconic Santa Claus. Well, it was a red suit with a Santa Claus hat. DeSantis just has his sweater, which, I mean, it's not an F for marketing. He does have the custom DeSantis embroidery name on it. D- for marketing? I'd give him a little extra. You do not see his shoes. They may or may not be high-heeled boots. We can't see. This video is from the chest up, so we can't speculate on that regard. But without further ado.
Well, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I hope you're able to spend time with your family. We look forward to being able to share Christmas with our family, but also to remember and to celebrate what happened over 2,000 years ago in a little town of Bethlehem when a child was born that changed the course of human history. I hope you all reflect on the reason for the season. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. God bless you and God bless America. Well, I want to wish.
Twitter, Elon, is that a bug or a feature? But the videos always seem to repeat after they stop. And truth be told, that is pretty annoying. Just trying to get a picture. And now it's just stuck loading. I was going to say, they need to fix that one of these days. I'm sure they will. They might, perhaps. Now, in terms of the statistics, geez Louise. Again, I'm not a doctor. However, if you click the subscribe button, it may help with my speaking ineptitudes and my stuttering, help me slow down my pace of speech, and overall just improve the show. Again, I'm not, a doctor. I'm not saying that's a cure necessarily. However, if you check out the first couple episodes, compare them to now, there's a modicum of improvement. Not a lot, but there's a little bit of improvement as the subscriber count has increased. So, again, it's not 100% guaranteed. Very few things in life are, but if you click the subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it, and it might just help. Now, again, statistically speaking, let's see here. So, got these numbers earlier this week. Within about, what was it? About the first 5 hours, it got 158,000 views and 6.4 thousand likes. Now, in terms of marketing, I think it's actually a pretty good message from DeSantis. Again, he's not wearing a red suit, so not the best marketing, but it's a good message. I think it plays to the base, but where is his family in this? I usually kind of critique politicians when they have the cliche family pictures and the family messages, but a big component of Christmas is the family. So I'm actually surprised. It looks like he's on the campaign trail, which I know many of them are, but it is fascinating, and maybe I'll have a couple extra videos that we'll analyze later, but, I mean, as far as I can tell, it was interesting that he had this comment, but where's his family in it? And interestingly enough, where's the Christmas tree? Where's the Christmas hat? Where the stockings? I mean, I know maybe it's an improv video, he wouldn't plan for it, and he does have the campaign stuff behind him for the signage, but I don't know, maybe let me know in the comments, do you think that'd be less authentic? Do you think it'd be too staged if you were to have some Christmas materials and themes, maybe do it from a church? I don't know, I feel like the backdrop could have been more persuasive, a little bit better. But nevertheless, maybe I'm, what is it, usually 60-40 in terms of 60% positive responses, 40% negative or pejorative when it comes to the responses on X for DeSantis? Maybe, maybe more close to 70% positive? I mean, he's overdue, but decide in the comment section and find out. Chris Nelson says, quote, compare Ron DeSantis' Christmas message to this. Imagine having 4 more years of this lunatic and his insane ramblings. This is a better way. Hashtag DeSantis 2024. And he has a picture of what used to be, it looks to be Donald Trump on Truth Social. And this allegedly is, I believe this is probably real, but it says real Donald Trump. And Trump says, quote, they spied on my campaign, lied to Congress, cheated on FISA, rigged a presidential election, allowed millions of people, many from prison and mental institutions, to invade our country, screwed up in Afghanistan, and Joe Biden's misfits and thugs like deranged Jack Smith are coming after me at levels of persecution never seen before in our country. It's called election interference. Merry Christmas. Which, I don't know, fact checking alone, I should probably sign up for Truth Social and take a look at it, because, again, this is a screenshot. I'm not 100% sure if it is Donald Trump. And let's see here. Now his statement where he says, compare. So this is again the statistics from Chris Nelson saying compare Ron DeSantis to Trump's statement. That got 129 likes. So his first comment is actually in support of DeSantis. See here. Roy for the Republic says, quote, Merry Christmas to you and your wonderful family. Onward to the White House, unquote, getting 14 likes. Mike Spazero says, quote, and hashtag, excuse me, and God bless, hashtag real Donald Trump, unquote. It got 68 likes. Let's see here. It looks like it drops down precipitously in terms of the number of likes. So these comments comes from Swamp Fox saying, quote, Merry Christmas to the DeSantis family, getting 12 likes. Charlie Viggins saying, quote, future president shares the true meaning of Christmas, unquote, getting 13 likes. Will says, quote, God bless Donald Trump, unquote, getting 12 likes. Cecilia says, quote, Merry Christmas, best governor and future president. God bless you and your family. You have a blessed day, unquote, getting 10 likes. Let's see here. Zay the truck driver says, quote, Merry Christmas, Rod. I got you some boots, unquote. And they look like cowboy boots. I can't tell if this person is being pejorative, calling to the fact that Ron DeSantis may or may not be wearing high-heeled cowboy boots to make himself taller. But that did get 38 likes. Vinchictus says, quote, Merry Christmas to our next president, unquote, getting 20 likes. Andrew WMG says, quote, Merry Christmas, Ron. Now it's time to drop out. Thank you, unquote, getting 6 likes. And it looks like it was, let's see, 10 to 20 comments saying Merry Christmas, Ron, or Merry Christmas. Those are getting between 5 and 15 likes. So interestingly enough, the ratio is actually better than I thought. Let's see. And again, this is, it's probably about 95% positive responses to DeSantis. So yeah, actually, interestingly enough, overwhelming support for DeSantis is perhaps one of his best ratios on social media. Now, excuse me, at the end of the day, does this help him in the actual polls? Because last time I checked, let me pull up really quick. Last time I checked, he is precipitously dropped from, again, January 2023. In the beginning, he was around 33% in the poll aggregator known as project.538.com, which, again, that's an aggregator of many polls. And he's gone all the way down to like 12%. So he's come down a lot. Now the multi-million dollar, billion-dollar question is, I mean, what does he need to do to actually reverse that trend? As many of the funders and the donors who previously were funding DeSantis subsequently have shifted to Nikki Haley, who she is increasing in the poll aggregator and in some of those cases beating around DeSantis. Now, that being said, there's a huge caveat. There's still 20, 30, 40 points below Donald Trump. But again, there's a lot of variables that are not able, that we can't control or they can't control in terms of no one knows, will Trump be allowed to run? Will he be imprisoned? Will some states illegally take his name off the ballot? There's a lot of speculation there. So I think that's why a lot of people are still following the primary so close, is that there's a lot of unknowns, and if Trump is barred from running, or they jail him, or the CIA gets involved, and hopefully he doesn't visit Dallas, but nevertheless, he might not be around. There's a lot of speculation in that regard to run. So again, Trump is actually back up to 62.4%. DeSantis is down to 11.7% in the poll aggregator. Nikki Haley's at 10.8%. Vivek is at 4%. Chris Christie is increased, though not too much. He's up to 3.1%. Asa Hutchinson is at 0.6%. So again, DeSantis, the trend is still down. It's actually worse than I thought. Now, interestingly enough, Nikki Haley has actually dropped down a little bit. I think she peaked at around 11.5%. There's a point where she's very close to passing him in the poll aggregator. But it looks like she's going down a little bit. Now, that being said, so is DeSantis. So it'll be fascinating to see, does this Christmas message, did it help them at the end of the day as we start to get new data in? And again, these are poll aggregators. We'll see if, we've seen polls aren't always accurate. And again, these are small sample sizes. A lot of these polls were between 300 and 5,000 people. So again, there are a lot of variables and polls aren't always accurate, but we're just analyzing the data that we currently have, albeit we don't know how accurate it will be at the end of the day. So it'll be fascinating to see, when the tires hit the pavement, what do the real numbers come in at, and perhaps he'll be doing better than we thought. Let me know in the comments if you think this is going to propel him up in the polls. It'll have any impact at all. Be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Again, thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of December. So if you click that button, I really appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback and how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.